Hello guys, my name is Victor Capacete Jr. I am a senior at California Baptist University. I am 23 years old, and the career field that I am pursuing is physical therapy. And one of the main reasons that I am choosing physical therapy is the fact that I get to help people reach their goals. I myself was a very goal-oriented person, and being able to help other people reach their goals is something that I take joy in. I not only get to help people gain mobility and reach their full potential, but I get to help people reach their goals. And the great thing about that is to be able to see people light up and knowing that they were able to achieve things they didn't think they'd be able to achieve. Another great thing about this profession is that I get to glorify God in this. I get to integrate my faith with the one-on-one connection and the relationships I get to build with my patients. And that's just a great thing about this field. It's just the relationship and bond that you get to create with your patients as you enter this journey with them. As some professional organizations in the career is American Physical Therapy Association, which is one of them. And this association is the umbrella, if you could call it, of physical therapy. You get to see new and upcoming things in the field. You get to interact with other physical therapists and students who are aspiring to become a physical therapist, and you get to see firsthand new issues in the career field. You get to see new organizations that are coming up, conventions that are going to be happening. You get to subscribe to be a part of this, and you also get to receive discounts if you're a student, and which is a great thing for students because we're always trying to save money. One of the things that I really enjoyed about this association was their what I would say the motto, which is transforming society by obtaining movement to improve human experience. This is great. There's a lot of organizations that are doing runs, like a 5K run, and they're promoting some sort of issue that are going on in the world, and they're optimizing movement in this, and it's great because you get to hear about those things here in this association. Another association that I chose was Christian Physical Therapy International. This is a great way to integrate your faith in the physical therapy world, because there's a lot of places where you're not being able to integrate your faith, and this association allows you to be in your comfort zone, be able to talk to other people in the profession and about your faith and how you can integrate your faith in it a lot more. There's a lot of things that come with this. There are mission trips that get discussed that you get to integrate your career field in these mission trips, and I think it's a great way to glorify God in this. There you can sign up or call, and I think it'd be a lot easier to just sign up through the website, and there's a link right here to be able to do just that. Another association that I got myself involved with is the California Physical Therapy Association, which is great because you get to hear about the new and upcoming things happening here in California. And being able to do that, you get to see what's going on around you. So you get to be in the known, as you would call it. And there's a lot of great networking and marketing that get to happen with the California Physical Therapy Association. Just because you're in the state, you get a lot more benefits just for signing up with them. So to talk on the job trends, level of education needed is a doctorate for physical therapy. There is a trend moving that those who have a master's degree are going to want to have to go back to school and get their doctorate because they're no longer counting master's degrees in the profession, and they're slowly pulling away the master's degrees and making them into doctorate degrees. The salary make for a physical therapy is $84,000 a year, and that was stated back in 2015. One of the great things about physical therapy is its exponential growth that is happening, about a 34% increase from 2014 all the way to 2024. Here's a couple of graphs and charts to show just exactly that. The curriculum needed for physical therapy, again stated, is a doctorate degree. Most universities, the applicants must have a bachelor's degree, although there are a couple of schools, they have a freshman walk-in, so they pretty much take you from your freshman year all the way to your senior year in graduating with that degree, which is great, but not a lot of schools do that. It's a 3-year long process right after your bachelor's degree. And some of the schools that have this accreditedness to the physical therapy program is Loma Linda University. And Loma Linda University, they require you to have a 3.0 GPA and a bachelor's degree. So you have to have a bachelor's degree in order to be able to apply to their program. And to be able to apply to their program, you must first be able to apply into the Physical Therapy Centralized Application Services. It's pretty much like a background check and being able to see the eligibility for this. And most schools are now acquiring you to be able to apply through this application service before you can actually apply to the school itself. Now, once the student is in the program, they are required to have a CPR certification in order to continue all their clinical services. And all the students must maintain a minimum of a 3.5 GPA. And they have about 50 clinical rotations through the year. And they would also help you get internship opportunities and internship hours. The other school that I chose is California State Long Beach for their physical therapist program. Now, this school does have a freshman program where you get to enter in as a freshman, sign up that you want to be part of the physical therapy program, and they get to take you in all the way through, which is great for those who are incoming freshmen. But they also accept those who have a bachelor's degree into the program, which is great. And it's the same requirements as Loma Linda University, a 3.0 GPA, being able to go to the associate application services to be able to apply through there first. Their hours are a little more than Loma Linda University, as Loma Linda was a 80-hour volunteer service. Long Beach is asking for at least 100 hours, 3 letters of recommendation, and a personal essay. Now, the cost here is a little cheaper than Loma Linda University, just being that this is a Cal State and Loma Linda University is a private school. So if you're going to be applying to either of those, you have to take into consideration that the fact that one of them is a Cal State, the other one is a private school. Now, some of the upper division electives that will help benefit me being able to pursue my field would be nutrition and science. And this just gets to implement the fact that what I'm going to be doing with my patients to help implement mobility, that is not going to be the foundation. Although it is a foundational source, I believe that the biggest foundation is nutrition. Physical activity is such a small percentage, but nutrition just is going to help flourish whatever is going on internally. Another course would be a fitness assessment and exercise prescription. I get to be able to analyze in a deeper level of the human body, especially being in physical therapy. I have to be able to not only just see that a person is limping and saying, oh, their knee is out of line, or the fact that their ankle is hurting. I need to be able to see what is deeply rooted inside my patient, what is the main source and what is the main cause. And being able to have this course is going to be able to help me with just being able to analyze areas such as that. Now going into when I interviewed the professional, one of the things that I got to learn in this profession from just asking someone who's in it is the fact that I need to be able to have a amiable personality, someone that is easily reached, someone who can be trusted with what's going on outside of the clinical setting. And being able to just be able to understand that there are outside factors playing in effect to what's going on in the clinical setting. I will only know so much in the clinical setting if I keep it that way. And for me to be able to understand what's going on outside, that way I can integrate better routines for my patient, better programs for my patient to be able to improve. I need to understand what's going on outside. And that is something my professional told me, is that to be more personal, be more engaging. That way I can understand what's going on in depth. Some of the things that I took from my mock interview with the professional is the fact that the paperwork that I submit, my resume, my cover letter, is only such a small part of it. I need to be able to have an engagement with my interviewer. I have to be able to see that I am not someone who's going to polish it up just for that day, but someone who's going to be able to truly pursue this career field, that this is something that drives me. This is something that gives me a passion. And then I must be able to give that feedback to the interviewer, just so they can see that I'm not just doing this for the money. I'm not just doing this for the title, that I'm doing this because I want to improve my patients. I want to improve people's health. And that is something that she said interviews can pick up on quickly. And that's something that I'm going to be working on and improving. And I think that was such a great feedback from my interviewer. So prior to interviewing with the professional, I've always had a resume, but I've never done a cover letter. So this was very interesting for me to be able to do, just because I've never done this before. It was a fun task, and I got a lot of insight from my interviewer on how to improve my cover letter. And I have gone back and brushed it up and made it more polished, as well as my resume. I'm going into the qualifications that I possess are: I am approachable, I am organized, I am hardworking, and I pay attention to the little details. These things help me be able to push through physical therapy and the profession, just because I am able to be there for my patients and being able to be approached. I organize things. I like to have a clear, concise thought process when it goes into things. I work hard. I go around what's going on with the parameters of the situations that do pop up. I work really hard to be able to get the best results and being able to get things done. My weakness is my strength, and that is being detailed. I pay attention to the little things that may be triggers, or may be little things that can get me into where I need to be. And that is one of the qualifications that I possess. Some of the things that are going to be able to help me in adding into my resume to make it a lot better for this career field is that internships and volunteer hours. And there's a local clinic nearby called Marketplace Physical Therapy and Wellness Center, where I will be going in there and submitting my resume and cover letter, and being able to see if I can get a opportunity to be able to volunteer there. Or even if there is a opportunity to have an internship, that would be more than great. But the first step is going to be going in there for volunteer work. And having that is going to be able to help build my resume and the building blocks that I'm going to need for physical therapy, and the skill sets that I'm going to have to obtain as I continue this career field. One of the things that I took in this semester with the integration of faith was the moment we had to look into ourselves and look into working with wisdom. And the verse that I took was James 1:5. If any of you lack wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. This right here allowed me to be able to go before God and ask for wisdom and guidance throughout the semester, but outside of schooling as well. And this is something that I was able to apply. So I just thank you guys so much for watching.